Hey guys, holy crap, I didn't even see it. There's training here, and it covers all sorts of different stuff. Basic flight, getting started with basic construction, intermediate, suborbital, all the little details, and I'm like, dope! So, yeah, I just did the basic flight and learned quite a bit. So, I'm going to go through a few of these, but they're straightforward, simple, and fun. So I'm going to do a few more before I do my next one, and that's it. So catch you in a moment. Hey guys, I was thinking that the solid fuel rocket, a solid fuel rocket had some options to it. I've played with this before, but I'm like, there's somewhere to find out the weight of the ship. There we go. Mass, 2.5 tons or 18 tons. I don't know what the difference is. Size, weight, lift, height. So 2.5, 18. Don't know what that is. And I was going to take a peek. Tolerance 7 meters per second. Mass 1.5 tons. I was looking for the max temperature. Oh, there we go. Thrust. Kilonewtons. In a vacuum. I have no idea what a kilonewton is. Well, I have an idea. It's a measurement of force, but it's thousands of newtons. So basically you're looking at 162 meganewtons. So I was going to figure out the limiter. Wasn't there? Yeah, here we go. Thrust. There we go. Total weight ratio. Okay. I need to have that at least 88-second burn to be greater than 1. There we go. 17 is 1. There we go. Thrust weight ratio, so it's going to have a little bit more. So it's a 57-minute burn. Oops. 0.15. Save. Let's launch. And the whole point is this is just an experiment to so as it loses weight, as it burns fuel, no. Oh no, bitch. Okay, revert to assembly bay. That did not go well, so need a little bit more. So let's expand that. 1 1/4. Save. So 2.5. Save. So each one is the little, oh, has to be an underscore. Interesting. Let's give that one a try. And I'm wondering if I spun it like a bullet, would it stay stable? At what point do the fins become useful? It's not doing much. If we just spun you like a bullet. Alright. Vert flight. Let's try this spinning like a bullet. You know his head would have splattered by now. Well, we're doing good. 1 1/4. So the goal is just to see how high up how high up we can go. And that's, well, 2,700 feet. 2,700 on that one. So let us load that one. Load. Launch. So spinning like a bullet was useful. This is fucking hilarious. No! Why are you tipping? So 2.5 was cute, but we got to 27. So let's get it up to 1.5. Let's do a little under. So this is 22.5. So let's save that one. This one is not worth it. So we are doing the mass ratio 4:8. Now let's save that one. Let's launch this puppy. So, and then like a bullet. Not too many meters per second. Come on. Come on. We're definitely going higher. Well, there we go. Ooh, 36. So we got better altitude on that one. Well, let's now do 0.75. Perfect. So the last one was 36, and we'll go up like a quarter at a time to see what becomes stable and what allows us to really get going. I'm wondering at what point for the velocity. Does the fins become useful? Well, that was a lot better. So there we go, 66. So far, every time we increase it, it goes a little higher, but it doesn't stay on course. So let's go all the way up to 2. I'm curious is if there is guiding propulsion, and I'm burning it up right off the start. Nope, don't see it. So let's... It's a tip sideways. That's rather useless. Alright. we spin like a bullet. Prepare to vomit. Maybe I can rotate the fin so that it automatically just like gives us a good solid spin. Okay. 81. 81. Still, it was higher. Okay. Aha. Yeah, that should do the trick. Let's save and launch. Alright. Well, 45 degrees is okay, I guess. Yeah. So we literally have to start rotating by ourselves before the air effect goes in. I'm looking at the pilot here. There we go. Looks like the fins are like separate from it. Still hilarious. No? Is that like too much? So yeah, straight up with natural spin was better. Maybe not so aggressively. Go to launch. Spin like a bullet. Alright. Let's try this again. Going up. Trying to keep this level. Still going up. There's 82. 83, 84, 85, there we go, 85-30. So that one was literally skill. So we need to just keep the fins on straight. There. Alright, and this one will be called 2-4. More power we have, higher we're going. As in like quicker it comes out. Let's give it a try again. We're doing well. Was. Lost it at 100. Okay. 96. Got a long ways to go. I'm going to keep doing this, and I'll let you know what I find out. So that's it for now, and catch you in a moment. Okay, this is not much longer after I ended the last one. But, as you can see, I noticed that the fins become useful at 100 meters per second. So, at 100 meters per second, I stopped the spin. And from there, I tried to pilot on up. And I got 800 extra meters out of it. But the 2.5 went up to 15.9. So, well, I'm going to keep going. But I think I've found my pattern here. So why don't we, there we go. Let's go with that one. So we are now 7.6. Save. Here's the technique. Now the fins hold you back at 100 meters a second. So we launch, spin like a bullet, and there we go. Now we just stop spinning, and it pretty much holds steady. So at 2.5, the fins were very useful. So this, we're just going to go straight up, and the fins will become useless at, again, 100. And we're staying on course. So once we get down to like 150 or so, you'll notice that this is starting to get funky. So we're doing good, we're doing good, we're doing good. Stay on course. Stay on target. Stay on target. The atmosphere is a little thin here. So now we start spinning just to keep our trajectory going upwards. So the last one was 15.9. Our speed, 16.5. So this one, 16.5. Save. Ha! First time I didn't left click. Doo-doo-doo. And then I repeat. Okay, I'm getting close to being at the end of this experiment, and I'm currently up to 5 1/4 TWR. I'm losing my thoughts right now. And what happened was I actually got out. I decided that maybe I get up to speed fast enough I don't need to do the rotation at the very beginning. So 19,250. So 300 difference, 240 difference, no, 240 difference, 210 difference, 120 difference, and I stopped the rotation, and I got an extra 100 meters out of it. So this one was difference between this is 210 then 220. So I'm changing the procedure as I go, but the goal is to get the most out of every chunk. So 4.8. Save. Launch. So what I'm doing now is that I launch with no spin, because we're pretty much up to speed and we haven't wobbled from our target. The second thing is if I speed it up, I get less altitude. The third thing is when the speed gets down below 400 meters per second, the parachute becomes viable. So, getting down, and here we go, and viable. So 400 meters per second is where that parachute becomes viable. And before, I would do a spin at 160 meters a second. That's about the point where it starts getting wobbly. But if you look here, we're pretty much out of the atmosphere. We're in the last little bit. And I don't think the atmosphere or anything's going to really change. So I'm not doing any spin. And we're slowly sinking off course. So I don't think there's much wind resistance up here. 50, 40. So then we'll go 23, 20.3, ooh, I'm going to call it 20.39. Cancel, save, open. Delete. Yes. And the only difference between those two is obviously the title. So this one was 220 difference. This one looks like it's 170, and I'm just continuing on. So about 485. So I'm just showing you guys that it turns out that more you can throw out the back solid faster, higher your top speed is. So So that's what I'm noticing, but I'm starting to peak out. I know it's like 760 meters per second is the velocity out the back. So there we go. We're going to hit 400. Parachute's going to become useless. And, oh, went useless early. The top was 610. Ooh, 630 was the top. And we just ride this out. So each launch is about 1 minute and 17 seconds to get the peak, to get the top atmosphere or the highest point. I'm noticing it's getting shorter and shorter. Like I had one at 1 minute and 14 seconds. But talk about splitting hairs. The last one was 1:17. That's just because I was here talking. And I didn't exit as quickly as I normally do. So we're going to hit 20,000. So going up, going up, going up. It's starting to tip. But we don't have much atmosphere here. So I'm not too worried. Yep, starting to tip. Gravity. 70, 60, 50. Alright. 20.5. 20.56. 20.56. 0.56. Go all the way down, and we delete the last one. So we're now at 6 times the thrust to weight ratio. And I will catch you when it's all done. It's going to be only a few more launches, but I'm showing you what has changed over time, and it's not much. I mean, little details like stopping the spin because it's not needed, added distance, which makes sense because you're not given extra wind resistance. I wasn't paying attention. 600 something. So hopefully we make 170 meters further, but we write it out. Now if I speed this up, we're not going to get the same altitude. It's going to be less altitude. So I just got to sit through this until we get there. So that's it. I will catch you on the final launch. And here we are. Last launch, full power, going up, no spin. Just towards the end, I'm kind of just trying to guide and pilot it straight up. So it starts to get kind of foolish, 120, 100. So there we see it's already tipping at 0.6. So I do my best to keep it upright. 70, 60, 50, 40, 30. Now I'm just paying attention. 21,060, 2171. I think that's it. Starting to lose it here. And I was curious. What if I remove the fins? Oh, 760 meters per second. So I think I'm going to get a little bit higher distance because I don't have fins. But the question is, yeah, it's going to have a higher max velocity. What is that? Burn rate is 9 seconds. What is this? Okay, possible max, but it never hits that. Why? Okay, that keeps changing. I was expecting that to be like the velocity of the exhaust. Question is, do I need to do the bullet thing? No? No, I don't need any spin. It seems to be doing just fine. Holy shit. 660 was about the max. And I think we're going to do some serious height here. So even though it said 773, 72, something like that, it hit 660. I can talk. I really can. So, yeah, another 30 seconds and we'll hit our peak. 300, parachutes back online. Coming down. About 160 is where I need to start piloting this kind of in the up direction. You see it's slightly leaning. Oh, crap. 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 23, 2. 23, 2, 7, 8. Save. So that's the best of the best. No fins, best height, no spin needed, little piloting towards the end. So an extra 2,000 out of it. But, so now to put that all on a graph to look at it. And the answer is more you throw out at once, higher you go. Which means we need to just strap engines on. 4. Well, welcome to Super Stupid. And let's save this as, oops, Super Stupid. Also, Nazi SS. Yeah. Oh my god, wind resistance. We got nothing off of this one. So Super Stupid was exactly that, super stupid. Okay, here we've got the new Super Stupid. It's got to launch. And if it falls over, I'll have to launch quickly. Do I need a spin? We're not even like barely up to speed. Come on. More up, more up. There we go. Gonna like melt. So welcome to Super Stupid, where we don't have any destructive decouplers. We are way, way up. No. Fighting with it just to stay in the upward direction. And now we are out of atmosphere. So we got like no wind resistance. Da, 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 da. So we're in caution. Do, 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 do. We are totally going into orbit on this one. Yep. Welcome to orbit. Super stupid. Whee! Alright, there we go. 5 minutes ago. Lovely. So, there we go. I will plot this on a graph and let you know what I find. One moment. And here we go. That's the chart. So this gets up to some... this was a mess. So, but there you go. Every quarter of a thrust ratio, we got to see the height, so it kind of slowly tinkered down. but yeah, the biggest jump was here. That's probably because I didn't go into the tenths until here. So I was starting to include the tenths of altitude about there. So that kind of evened it out. So it's probably a lot higher than it was. But anyways, there's the graph. So thank you for watching. That's the experiment, and I'm done with the experiment.